Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to pre-market update. Nice bounce on all major indices. You can see S&P 500 from buy zone, touching buy zone multiple times yesterday. Nice bounce to the sell zone, and you can see from here to here, 1.22% gain. Same thing with Dow Jones. Same story here. Buy zone to sell zone. Nice bounce from this level to here. Again, Russell 2000. Same thing here. You can see buy zone here below green line, and then now it's near sell zone 1.35%, and even on Nasdaq very close to the buy zone, and from here bouncing to the sell zone 1.79%. Guys, you can see I was sharing these levels with my subscribers every hour, and nice gains and nice profits. If you know, yesterday you are in the buy zone, you could buy call options, and then there are a lot of gains here to be made. And if you want to know more about these trades, these levels, click the join button. Let me know your user ID, which you use to sign in YouTube, and I will add you to members only group in Discord channel. And that's where I share these levels every hour with my subscribers. Hope this was helpful, guys. Please hit the like button, and let's review for today. So you can see, let's start with S&P 500 cycle analysis. You can focus on this yellow cycle. So I was telling you yesterday that we could be ending a couple of days earlier. So this was the week we were looking for bottom, and looks like bottom, instead of going lower, we're just going a flagging here, right? So looks like now they want to go higher, it seems like. Now cycle could be a couple of days here and there. You can see here cycle was not perfect here. A couple of days earlier it ended. Here it ended perfectly on the time. Here it was just flagging, did not give you much dip. Here we got a dip on this day. So you can see there could be a little bit of it doesn't need to be accurately predicting right on there. Now one thing I was telling you throughout this cycle, when we were expecting some downturn, I was telling you it has to close below this green line, which is 10 moving average, and only one day we got that, and next day it got recovered. So you can see it is a very strong bull trend, and there are no cooling period. We were looking for this gap. If I go back to SPY, let's go to SPY. Here you go. Looking for this gap fill, but it's so strong, this bull trend. Yesterday we came very close to 20 moving average, white line, and then bounce. Now looks like we want to go higher to new highs, it looks like. So let's see, let's look at levels again. Let's do side by side. Let's go S&P 500 on the left side. You can see right now, if I zoom in, after that bounce near sell zone. All right. So if for some reason, if we go all the way down, let's go to daily chart on the right side as well. If we go all the way down to green line, that's where this 10 moving average is also coming. Okay, so that's where this first buy level is. So you can put 10 moving average on your chart, and you can see you can look to buy off that, touch on that. All right. And then let's go to Nasdaq. Nasdaq was the strongest yesterday, mainly because of Tesla and other stocks, which we'll review soon. Now cooling down from the sell zone again. Okay, so if we come all the way down to 19,800, that's where the buy zone is, and that's where this 10 moving average is also going. And if I go to Dow Jones, let's look at Dow Jones again. A very nice bounce yesterday. Looking for, it looks like it wants to go higher to new highs, but short term maybe it's going to cool down. So look to buy only in the green zone. And then Russell 2000, the last one, which is again now touching the sell zone as we are talking. So looking for a cooling period here on a daily chart. Still not able to close above this red line, which is 50 simple moving average. Let's see if it can close that. If that, whenever that happens, it's going to be very, very bullish. But I think July could be a bit choppy, so let's see how it goes. Let's review some other stocks. Let's review Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is in the buy zone short term. You can see just keep going lower. Let's go back to this PPO chart. You can see green line was about to cross red line yesterday, and then it dumped. Okay, so this is a bearish news unless it cross. I don't think I can be bullish on Bitcoin, so it's bad news for the bulls. And also the price got rejected on this white line, which is 20 moving average. Okay, so they tried to pull back to test this white line, now going lower. Same thing here on Ethereum. Again, it's getting rejected on this yellow line and white line. Multiple moving averages are getting rejected here. One thing to note on Bitcoin future, there were two gaps here on 1 hour gap. If I go to 1 hour chart, let me show you what I meant by these gaps. Here you go. You can see there were these gaps. This gap up happened. They filled this gap, so I can delete that. Now next gap is here. So this gap happened here on this day on 24th of June. So they're gonna go still lower, fill this gap, 59,000, and that could be the bottom. And Ethereum had no gap. So see if you can get some clues from here. All right, so just wanted to know, you guys to know. And if I go to Bitcoin daily chart, if we make a new low compared to this previous low at 58,493, that will be a divergent low. Okay, so that means RSI will be high low, PPO will be high low. So we are building a nice momentum that way. Okay, so keep that in mind, but at high level, have this PPO indicator on your chart and wait for green line to cross above red line like this, and then you can be a bullish on Bitcoin. So level wise, this is not the area to short. You can see it's in the buy zone. Ethereum, same thing here, and this is not in the area to short on a day trading chart. Let's keep moving. Let's go and see China. China has Hang Seng Index is in the sell zone. Now on a daily chart, there's a gap. I think they want to close this gap around 18,000, and there's also a bottom gap around 16,900. So right now in the middle, maybe they will close this gap and then go down. We'll see how it goes. But short-term day trading wise, it's in the sell zone right now. Tesla, the stock which everybody is excited, and I wanna warn you here. So the different ways you can draw this trend line. The way I drew this trend line, it is right at resistance trying to break out. I can still adjust this trend line a bit. By the way, I took all the profits yesterday on Tesla, so I'm not holding any shares right now. So maybe I'll adjust a little bit of like it. The bottom line is it's right near resistance. All right, so right near resistance, this price action, and there is a gap here, which where it's going to open around 234. Then there is gap. There are a couple of more gaps at 240 and 246, and then there's another final gap here around 291. You can see this gap. But one other thing I wanted to tell you, if you go to 1 hour chart, and you can see the Tesla left a gap at 198, left a gap at 212, and there's also a gap here at 145. So 90% of these gaps will fill. That means there is best possibility that at least two of these gaps will fill. And I think at minimum we're gonna fill 212 and then 2 and 197. I don't know about this gap, but these two gaps will be filled. And for some reason, if Tesla has to dump from where it closed on Friday, first gap is around 8% away, second gap is around 14.5% away. Maybe that will happen near earnings. Okay, earnings is in July. Who knows? All right, so just want to be a bit careful, guys. And you can see on a daily chart, this is very overextended. You can see a light green background. That's why you want to sell. Whenever you have light green background, that means it's almost time to sell. You want to buy when it's red. Okay, buy when it's red, sell when it's green. I could be missing some upside. That's possible, but I don't want to risk my positions. There are a lot of other stocks which we can buy. All right, so okay, just want to share you, and then you can see day trading chart wise near the sell zone right now. Okay, so no point buying Tesla here. Very overextended. At minimum, wait for it to dump in this green line before you can buy Tesla again. All right, so Apple, let's go back. New highs near sell zone. No need to buy here. Amazon, also near sell zone. Not interested. Netflix is in the neutral zone. It had a nice bounce, Netflix. Yes, I think a couple of days ago, buy zone. Now it's going towards sell zone. Google is in the sell zone too. Not interested. Meta, Facebook was in the buy zone a couple of days ago. So see, I want to wait for stock to touch buy zone at minimum. That's my rule one. I don't want to buy. You can see here, Microsoft was in the buy zone. Now it's in the sell zone. So this is a trade. These are trades I want to take like that. Snowflakes in the sell zone. No, let it cool down. Now near rejection area. Yesterday just consolidating. Now it could be getting rejected here because there's a gap here to fill around 135. AVGO in the sell zone. NVDA. Now NVIDIA could be a nice trade here because it's coming closer to buy zone. So the zone is below 119.8, and there's a gap here around 116, so it could be getting rejected and getting down to fill this gap. There's also a gap at 120.23, so it could go higher, fill that gap, and then go lower as well. So keep that in mind. AMD super move, price above all moving averages, very bullish candle. Again, just chopping around near sell zone, so not interested in buying AMD here as well. Some banks here I'm keeping an eye. I think I will be going towards bank very soon because some of these Canadian banks are very at the lowest levels. But if you're interested, let me know. I will review it in next video. Gold is near sell zone. Okay, not interested in buying here. Silver is near sell zone. Massive moves are happening. Copper near sell zone. All these commodities are pumping. Crude oil is flagging, breaking out. Let's see if it's going to get rejected. Even if it comes down to backtest this breakout, that's still okay. But in the short-term chart, in the neutral zone, natural gas in the buy zone, getting a 9 count SPY signal on natural gas. Let's see if it's going to hold here or it's going to come all the way down to fill a couple of these gas gaps which it left open a while ago. Palladium, Palladium in the sell zone short term. Soybeans is making a bottom, looks like 9 count SPY signal near 52 weeks low. So, but short term chart, wait for it to go back below green line. Sugar is finally bouncing. Uh, so it had a nice flag, bouncing, flag, bounce. So I think the bottom is in sugar. So short-term chart, maybe it will cool down since it's near sell zone. Wheat is also trying to bounce and going towards buy zone. Corn is also in the buy zone. Dollar, corn is also near 52 weeks low. So this is also a good trade. Dollar is again got rejected where it should in this previous area of rejection, now going lower. And gold miners is probably in the sell zone. Nice bounce on GDX as well. All right, guys, that's it for today. Oh yeah, somebody wanted me to review BCE. BCE, here you go. BCE. I think it's that bell near 52 weeks low in the buy zone. I think it could be a very nice trade because it made a new low. All the Canadian telecom sector like TELUS, Bell, Rogers are on near 52 weeks low, but I don't know where the end is. This is a massive sell news. You can see it's going lower on a higher high on RSI, higher high on PPO, but you have to wait for you can draw a trend line. You have to wait for it to form bottom. You can draw a trend line like that, wait for it to close that trend line, or have at least this green line in your chart, which is 10 moving average. If it breaks out, then only buy. Short term wise, for on the trading day trading chart, it's telling me a bounce is coming because it's extremely oversold. So a bounce could come. Look to sell that bounce if you're day trading this. All right, guys, if you have any chart you want me to review, put a comment. I will review it next video. And VIX is in the buy zone, so you can see VIX could bounce. It's near the support demand area, and that could mean bearish for S&P 500 and Nasdaq. We'll see how it goes. And that's it for today, guys. Leave a thumbs up on your way out. I'll see you later. Bye.